So very good afternoon to all of you. So today we are going to solve some problems on sampling theorem. So before going on with that, I would like to conclude what we learned from the last lecture, and is this, that we came across the Nyquist sampling, right? How the sampling is carried on, okay? What are the prerequisites, okay? And at last we observed that the Nyquist sampling, okay, that is omega s, should be greater than or equals to 2 times the maximum frequency amplitude. I am once again repeating the same thing, that omega s should be greater than or equals to 2 times the maximum frequency component present in the signal. Okay, so hopefully this is clear. Now I am moving on to the next module. Sorry for that. In that I have discussed some very good problems, so I would like to have your attention with it. Just have a look at this. This is a simple problem. X omega is given, okay. Now this x omega is amplitude modulated, okay, that is AM is carried on with respect to cos 75 pi t. Okay, I think this is clear, that this is multiplied by cos 75 pi t. After that y1t is obtained, okay. Now y1t, what will happen? y1t will be sampled with a time sampling period of 0.01 second. Okay, so the sampling period will be 0.01 seconds, and once this sampling is done, then the sampled signal is filtered via this filter. Is that clear? So from the filter the output is obtained. So first of all, I would like to have your attention to basic formulas. K sampling AT is nothing but k pi by a rectangular omega upon 2a. Okay, where 2a is the amplitude of the rectangular pulse, pi by a is the net amplitude. Again, k sampling square AT, we can very well write k pi by a triangular omega upon 4a. Okay, so I think this is quite clear, no doubt in that. This is the output of the filter, okay, having an the frequency, maximum frequency that is allowed to pass through the filter is 150 pi. Clear? This is k sampling AT. So the Fourier transform of k sampling AT is k pi by a rectangular omega upon 2a, while that of k sampling square AT is k pi by a triangular omega upon 4a. Clear? Okay. Now I will come to cos 75 pi t. This is nothing but cos of omega t. So I would like to express this cos omega t in terms of E. So this is nothing but E half e to the power j omega t plus e to the power minus j omega t. Clear? Now e to the power j 75 pi t can be expressed as 1 by 2 pi delta omega minus 75 pi. Similarly, e to the power minus j 75 pi t can be expressed as 2 pi delta omega plus 75 pi t. Clear? This should be very clear. Okay, don't get confused. When it is multiplied by 75 pi t in the omega domain, it has to be with a negative sign. Again, this is multiplied with the minus sign, it has to be with a plus sign. Or there is one other way, very good way, that e to the power j 75 t. Okay, this delta omega minus 75 t, what does this represent? This represents the presence of a 2 pi amplitude impulse and an impulse of amplitude 2 pi at what position? 75 pi t. Okay, at 75 pi this should be present, and just by looking at the Fourier transform, this is what the if you look at the Fourier series expansion, then at 75 pi the amplitude should be this thing. Clear? Are you getting it? From that scenario, the confusion will be totally, there will be no confusion will be left. Okay, because this means 75 pi, it means this signal is, the C1 is 75 pi, that's why this is what. So in the frequency domain also it should give me 75 pi. When we put this equals to 0, then this gives me omega equals to 75 pi. It's totally fine, because this spectrum, this impulse will be present at 75, and that is represented here, e to the power j 75 pi t. So n is automatically, you remember the Fourier series expansion, C1 e to the power j n omega naught t. So this is what? This is the multiplier, na? Clear? N is 75 pi. Clear? Yes. Now I will express pi delta omega minus 75, again pi delta omega plus 75 pi. It's very clear. Okay, now this is multiplied, so there has to be, this is multiplication, so there has to be 1 by 2 pi into convolution. This is it. 2 pi cancels out, so half x of omega minus 75 pi plus x of omega plus 75 pi will be what we will be obtaining. It means that the frequency component x of omega has to be shifted. X omega is the frequency, is the Fourier transform of x of t. So that x of t has to be shifted by 75 pi and again 75 pi. Are you getting it? This shift has to be there. And once this shift is obtained, then this is what is obtained. And the amplitude is 2 here. So here we can see that the amplitude is divided by 2. So it automatically comes out to be 1. Clear? Okay. Now have a look at this. 1 75 pi 75 pi. Okay. Now let's look at the samples. TS is 0.01. Okay. Omega is this. Clear? I can reach that here. I would like to